Hello there, I'm Dave Migdow from Sony's Communication Department here at NAB. We've just wrapped up the NAB press conference, and I'm here with one of the participants, the co-producer of this summer's new blockbuster movie, or we hope it's a blockbuster movie coming out,
yes.
Public Enemies. This is Bryan Carroll.
Hi, I'm co-producer Bryan Carroll. Just finishing up our event here at NAB. We're really excited, mainly about the audience, what they're about to see. We've just shot a period piece movie that takes place in 1933 about America's most notorious gangster on high def. We used the new F-23s for this, and that's kind of why we're here.
Why are the F-23?
Again, it's always based on a creative decision. We did massive testing, as we always do. We did our line them all up from film down to every video camera there is. Michael Mann, who's extremely visionary, working with Dante Spanante, began during the testing program, saw something there in the F-23s that allowed him to creatively tell the story that he wanted to tell.
Did it give it a certain feel or a certain look that he liked, or that you liked?
Most definitely. Telling movies is all about emotion. And the emotion comes from how you're capturing that and what tools you have to capture that. And they saw something in the F-23 that allowed that emotion to come out, and hopefully will come out to audiences on July 1st.
You were also talking during the press conference about some other times where you used the F-23 well. I remember you said Nike commercial, the Sprint commercial, some pretty extreme settings, and it held up fairly well.
Oh, compared to where we've been in the past, we've been a long-time user of high def. From the F-900 and Ali, where we're really reaching into the nights and trying to go after that, the clouds, and experiencing what that real night is. And I think we really hit there with Collateral, capturing on HDSR at that time. But on this one, we, luckily with our partnership and our relationship with Sony, we're always allowed to kind of test the new stuff. And early on, 4 big guys showed up with a case, and it was the new prototype for the Sony F-23. And we were right in the middle of shooting a Nike commercial. And we were able to bring this camera out and start testing it. And we just kind of floated it in with our film cameras, and we saw something. We finally saw an HD camera that was made for the filmmaking community. And its ergonomics and how it worked, it being a cameraman's camera.
Durability as well played a factor.
Durability, of course. When you got 250-pound linebackers running over the top of the camera, it's kind of important. So then when we went to shoot a NASCAR commercial, which I was producing and Michael Mann was directing, this was the time to test this camera. We hung this camera off the back of NASCARs, off the sides, on cranes, all traveling 100 to 140 miles per hour. And that's in 30-degree weather actually here in Las Vegas, on the Las Vegas Speedway Strip, but working at night with these huge winds hitting us. And that was the point I needed. I needed to know that these cameras could endure the test, because that's always kind of been the problem with video cameras, as we used to refer to them now before the F-23, is the elements. They were never built for the true elements of what happens out there on a movie-making set. The F-23 is that tool, and that's finally the camera we have for those elements.
Speaking broader, what effect does the use of digital gear have on your overall workflow when making a movie, when making a commercial?
It used to be not very good. Lots of wires, lots of extra people, lots of equipment, lots of problems. What now, again, I say this, the F-23 was the camera we're waiting for, because this is like a film camera. In the meaning, not creatively, but physically. It's, here's the body, here's the magazine that goes on the back. The film guys take it. We shoot with it. We want a cord coming out of it to view it, we can have a cord coming out to view it. We want RF, we can have RF. We want to throw it on a Steadicam, throw it on a Steadicam, handheld, whatever you want. What's great about the F-23 is you're able to trim it down. We can take off the SRW1 deck. We can trim that package down to something the size of what used to be a little 235. So we can really get in there and do those kinds of moves and stuff with that. This has allowed us to have, actually, let me back it up. The design and ergonomics of this camera and the way it was thought out has allowed us now to run and gun the way we used to, going back to the days of student films.
That's great. What are your expectations for Public Enemies?
High, of course.
Bigger, biggest, what?
I think Michael Mann and Universal Pictures were very bold in making this movie and making a period piece movie, shooting it digitally. We have not always with the greatest expectations for this, but we have a really special film here, and especially in this time and what we're going through, because it really is 1933. It's kind of bringing us back to some things.
Scary stuff.
It's scary stuff, yeah. So,
expectations high.
Always.
Good.
Always.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, Bryan.
Take care.
See you again.